Hello, I am Wanderer001 and this is my review of Spigen Slim Armor case for the Pixel 2. Now the Spigen Slim Armor case here is a 2-part protection package for your smartphone. Now I'm going to start off with saying not everybody likes to put a case on their smartphone. It takes away from the slim design or stylization factors, but for me, looking for a case to put on my phone is almost as important as the phone itself. So as part of my looking for a new phone, in this case the Pixel 2, I wanted to make sure that I could find the case that I like. Now, for me, my go-to case is normally the Otterbox Commuter case. But for whatever reason, for my last two phones, the Moto X 2nd Gen and now the Pixel 2, Otterbox has forsaken these phones for the Commuter case series. Now, I don't know what it is with Otterbox, but they've stopped making Commuter cases for pretty much anything that's not a Samsung phone. They do make a single layer protective case for the Pixel 2 called the Symmetry series case, and thankfully, one of my coworkers had that case for the Pixel 2, and I'm very glad that I did not get it. In my opinion, the buttons were horribly stiff, and I know that it takes time to break in a case, but the Symmetry case, he had it for like a week. The buttons were still stiff, and the fingerprint scanner, since the Symmetry case is a single piece of plastic around the lip there where you would touch this fingerprint scanner, was all rough cut plastic. It felt horrible. So sorry, Otterbox, you need to pick up your game again. But this is not a review of the Otterbox. This is a review of Spigen's Slim Armor case. Now, with that out of the way, I will say that I was pleasantly surprised with the Spigen Slim Armor case here. It comprised of two portions. There is no included screen protector with this, so that is something to take into consideration. I have looked at Spigen's in the past, and one of their primary things that they're known for is a little kickstand. I'm glad that they now have singular color. In the past, this used to be like an accent color. I just want one singular color. Done. Supposedly, according to their box, the Spigen is military grade for drop tests. So let's start looking at the individual components that make up the Spigen case here. You're going to start off first with this. This is the rubberized portion that goes around your phone. It is TPU material. In case you're wondering what that is thermoplastic polyurethane. Fancy term for rubberized plastic. You could see what I normally do is a little flop test here. There's not a lot of give there. So one of the benefits of this being not a true rubber, it does not actually collect dust as much as a rubber gasket would, which I appreciate. Looking at the inside there, you'll see there's just some texturing. It's not going to offer a lot of design or cushioning. It's just there to look pretty, which I don't get because it's inside the phone there. They do have, if we look up in the corner, which may be difficult to see on camera, you could kind of see it right there. There's an air cushion. Now you'll notice that these do not really have reinforced corners. They rely on those air cushions to take in the impact when you drop it. Now, the other portion of this is the plastic backing. You'll notice that there are cutouts, so this does not go all the way to the top and wrap around. It does wrap around on the sides a bit, and I'll show you that once I put it on the phone. The plastic bit here does have that kickstand. Now, when I first got this, the kickstand was like flopping around, and on the box itself, there are specific instructions that say, don't worry, the kickstand is designed to be loose like that. Just put it back into place, and if you look right there, there's little spots where you can push it back into place, and it will feel better once you get it on the phone. I will say, once we get this on the phone, that kickstand is solid, and you don't have to worry about it. Coming back to the back here, really quick, you have cutouts for the camera, LED, and laser sensors. Here's your cutout for the fingerprint scanner. Now you'll notice that this actually has a nice channel lip that kind of guides you into the fingerprint scanner, unlike that Otterbox where it was just cut plastic. Felt horrible. Cutouts for your kickstand because it sits against your phone. Over here on the side, this will be the easiest way to tell. There is a textured come on, textured power button, so you can feel that, and then a flat volume rocker up and down. There is a little resistance, a little more than if you just had it on the if you had the cell phone itself, but not bad. Now, the reason I say it's a little easier to see here, you can notice that it's not complete coverage, so there is going to be a little dust getting in there, but that's designed to make it easier to push the buttons. Coming around to the bottom there, you'll notice a cutout for your USB and mic, and then up at the top there, there's also a mic. Don't have to worry about that 3.5 millimeter port on your Pixel, because they did the brave thing and took it away. All right, so we're gonna put this on the Pixel 2 now. Easiest way that I found is you start with the rubber gasket. You just kind of work it from the side that has the buttons first, so you just slide it in over there, and then you just slowly push around the corners, and voila, the rubber gasket is on. Now, I do appreciate the fact that they have this nice cutout. It's a tight cutout, unlike the Aegis Tough Armor, which had a larger cutout window that kind of encompassed the camera, LED, and the laser sensors. I like that it was a tighter fit. And speaking of the cutouts, I do appreciate that there is quite a bit of depth between the actual outer case and where the camera is, because on the Pixel 2, the camera does sit out just a little bit. So after that, you've got your plastic backing here, and it's actually really easy to put on. You just kind of guide it up, line it up, and press into place. You'll hear nice, satisfying click sounds, and you just kind of work your way around just to make sure, and there you go. It's all on. That's all it took. It does not add a lot of weight or depth to the phone itself. And putting it down there, you could see, you could put it flat on its back and not have to worry about the camera bump. You can also put it flat on its front. There is a little bit of a lip there that will keep it from touching the screen itself. Now, I do have a tempered glass screen protector on there, which raises the screen by a little bit, so it comes a little closer to the edges of this, which isn't bad, because as you can see, it is screen protector compliant. Now, one of the big things that I didn't like about the Commuter series style cases, you had a giant lip around the side. So when you were trying to swipe, you would bump the sides quite a bit, and it would prevent you from doing a clean swipe all the way across the phone. Well, with the Slim Armor here, you'll notice those side bezels are really low. So you can swipe with no problem whatsoever. All right, now the one problem that I do have, no port cover. I don't know why manufacturers don't do port covers anymore. I work in dusty environments, or if I put it in my pocket, it gets dusty. I want a port cover. Come on. There's only one port now on this phone. It's not that hard. Manufacturers, I beg you, port cover. But you will notice that is a nice sizable cutout for your one USB-C style connector. So there we go. This is the cableage that came with my Pixel. You'll notice that there's no problem getting that in there and taking it out. So that's a plus. Now, walking you around the phone itself, you can see that the plastic part comes quite a bit over, and I like that it reaches far across, and again, on this side, it really reaches over. So I don't foresee there being any factory issues where this will break. Slips right in there for the fingerprint scanner. You will notice that this is actually part of the rubber backing down here and up here. Now, at first I was concerned with this, but in the time that I have been using this case, putting it in and out of my pocket, the TPU material, since it's not a true rubberized material, it actually doesn't collect dust as badly as I thought it would. So that's kind of a cool thing. And the other cool thing is your kickstand, because hey, I don't know about you, but have you ever had a instance where you wanted to put your cell phone up so you could listen to it because you got those dual front-facing speakers on this and needed to lean it against something only to have your phone slide? Well, now with the little kickstand here, you don't have to. Now, it will only do horizontal orientation, so you can either do a deep channel like that or you can do a shallow channel like this, but you cannot do a vertical with this kickstand. Now, the kickstand itself, it's a thin piece of plastic, so you do have to be a little careful, but it's a nice added bonus to a very slim and protective case. Now, one of the things that I always get hit on is, well, you showed us how to put the case on, show us how to take the case off. Well, because people take the case off of things. It will be a little tricky to do around the camera, but the easiest way that I've found is if you start here at the bottom, because that's just the rubber, and this portion here, while not super flexible, is the most flexible portion of the case. So you start there, and again, I'm trying to do this around the phone, so hopefully I'll keep this in focus. There you go. So you get the little corner there, and you've got two choices. Now you can either peel this out completely, because while it is two layers, the center portion is really where the plastic is gripping. So you could peel it off in one shot, or if you wanted to, you can kind of work your way over in these corners for the plastic and pull it off there. But so you do that. So you can see the plastic now comes off. So I'll kind of work the plastic. There you go, felt the plastic come off, and you saw the Spigen kickstand come off too. Don't worry, it's not broken. And we'll just bring this into focus. So, because the rest of it is just you kind of peel it out that way. And there you go, the phone is out. And to get the Spigen kickstand back in, all you do is you come around, you look at the back there, take the Spigen kickstand, you flip it from the back, you thread it through thusly, and then you line up those little plastic tips right there and fold it down into the back, and there you go. Once you get it back on the phone, that'll be perfectly fine and it's not going to go anywhere. So one more time, putting the Spigen case back on the Pixel 2. Now I did leave this portion here dusty because I wanted to show you that right there where the laser cutouts are, you will get a little dust. So it's not perfect, but no case ever is. So again, starting over with the side that has the power buttons, push that into place thusly. There you go, it's in place. Flip it over, take your polycarbonate back or just hard plastic and push into place. You'll hear those satisfying clicking noises, and there you go. Your Spigen Slim Armor case is back on your phone. So if you're wondering how much this costs, it runs $30 from the Spigen site. I will put a link in the description area below. Currently it's not on Amazon. I don't know why, but I will link to the Amazon Spigen store so you can check it out. So if it does come in, you can pick it up. Like I said, it's a great case if you're looking for that commuter style case. In my opinion, commuter style case is the easiest thing to slip in and out of your pocket. The TPU material here is not super rubbery, so it doesn't collect lint as much as I thought it would. It does a little bit, but not terrible. So kickstand, 2-layer protection. Wish it came with a screen protector, but it didn't. But for the price and what you get, and I've dropped this once already, so you'll notice the Pixel 2 is still in one piece. I highly recommend the Spigen Slim Armor case for the Pixel 2. I have been Wanderer 001. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the area below. And as always, thanks for watching.